what I want to suggest that you take the essence of what we're doing here into your life, because each chakra has a message with it that we can incorporate and yeah, and see how it goes. Yeah, for example, today we're going to work on power, so incorporating power in one's life is amazing. Another thing that I think it's related to what Sandra shared with us is that as we're doing the morning meditation, that of course everybody is welcome to join us at 7:30 every morning. What I see very clearly is that the virtual meditation hall is so clear, and so real. And when I enter in the morning at 7, I really feel and see very clear that nobody is there. And then as people start to join, it's so clear and so tactile that people are there, and you can really almost touch the people. And this is just another example of creating reality through the mind, as well as what Sandra shared with us is the same idea, creating reality with the mind. So even if it takes 2 or 3 months, even if it takes 2 years, or even takes all life, so don't stop focusing on the reality you want to have privately and for the whole world. Okay, so just to summarize about what we did last week. Just a minute. What we did last week, we talked about all the chakras with the connection and the theory of how they support each other in the growth. And we start working on the base chakra. And today we're going to go to the second chakra, and just reminding you that the base chakra is, you can say, the root and the seed, and then it connects to the earth, which provide the power for us to grow. Sorry, not the power, the nourishment. The power we're going to talk today comes from the second chakra. Okay, so I just give a little bit of a theory. Yeah, so the second chakra, each chakra, of course, has a name to it. It's called Svadhistana. And these are her attributes, and this is very important. One is the root of life. In Chinese medicine, this chakra is called Dan Tian. Dan is gate, Tian, heaven. So it's the gate of heaven. So the idea is that when we are rooted in the second chakra, we can have force to reach the heaven. So it's the root of life, meaning also that the uterus is sitting there, and that's where we are made. Yeah, that's where we are growing, and that's where we are born from into the earth, later to start to grow up and to develop. And it's the root of life because it has everything to do with the origin of life, with the creation of life, and with the protection of life. So all the attributes I'm going to talk about, they are all related to that. And it's important to understand the essence, and then you can play with it in a way and use it in your own way when you understand what relates to this energy center. Okay, so the protector of life. Yeah, so because it's so much related to creating life, of course, it's also related to protecting life. And to protect life, we need to be creative. We need to be powerful. We need to be sometimes fast, sometimes slow. We need to be like an animal that is ready to protect when something goes wrong, but also not always as an animal that is aggressive, could be aggressive, but could be also very quiet and just observing. But I need to protect life, my life and others' life. Maintenance and support of life. Okay, so we can use this chakra, or look at it as like a battery, in which the power is hosted, and from there the power is emanating, and this power can go very, very powerfully in a glance, or it can go very, very soft. So like a battery can be discharged super fast or very, very slow. But part of our training is to connect to this quality of the second chakra and to feel the power, and to have the ability to choose how we want to use that power. And what we call burnout is exactly what happens when we discharge the battery and not recharging the battery. That's exactly what's happening. It relates very much to the adrenals, and it relates very much to what we call the yin and yang. Yeah, in Chinese medicine, the adrenal is what supports life and support the yang of what we call the kidney. Yeah, and the yin of the kidney. So it's the two elements. One is water and one is fire. And if the fire of being active is too strong, it will consume the water, and then there is a burnout. Yeah, no more water to nourish the fire. So that's another attribute. Center of power, raw primordial energy. So soon I'll show you a few videos and to connect to this power. But this is what we feel sometime in emergency. You know, we hear so many stories. Maybe it happened to you as well. That I had so much power, I don't know where it came from. That's exactly it. You know, it's so intense. So, and it's raw, it's primordial. And in one of the classes we had in the energy reading course, the women shared about giving birth. I think it was in the Maite class, yeah, in Spanish group of, yeah. So giving birth, I mean, I never had this experience, but I understand it's primordial. It's like the body take over and you just go for it. Yeah, or you cannot do anything basically. So that power. Reproductive function. Yeah, so if we're talking about reproduction, so the base chakra is where the reproductive organs are, but the second chakra is when the reproductive uterus and prostate, yeah, that relates to creating the life, are situated, and from there the power also initiated for the functioning on the reproduction. Creativity. So creativity definitely relates to the protection and the resilience of life. Now in the corona, for example, we all had to be creative in order to keep on going, for example. And this life always gives us situation that we have to be creative to maintain and support life. Resilience, same idea. Trusting life, okay? So trusting life is more related already to what can block this energy, because when we are not trusting life, the life force that's supposed to flow from there naturally gets stopped, and then life stops, or the power stops. Okay, this energy center, I mean, I didn't mention it here, but it relates very much to the sense of being alive, totally alive. When we dance, when we are happy, when we celebrate, is this energy connecting with the heart chakra. Yeah, these are two connected completely. Okay, so this is the sense of I'm completely alive. That's when this chakra is completely vibrating strong. If you went to a cold swim in the ocean, the sea, you know, you're coming out, you feel you feel alive. You know, this is kind of the feeling, or many other situations. Okay, so let's continue. Yeah, so the tiger. Okay, the tiger. Look, I mean, here we connecting through the energy, kind of energy reading as we teaching. So if you connect from your being, not from your mind, but from your heart and your second chakra, you feel exactly the second chakra. This tiger is so potent, so potent. You know, when you feel it, I mean, you feel the tiger inside you. You completely feel it. Yeah. Let the energy of the tiger come to you, and we all tigers inside. Okay, so this is a one way of connecting. Another way is, let's look at this, just water running. I just want to say that when we're looking in general in life, but let's say now, we have to look from our heart and from our body, not from our mind and from our eyes. Yeah. So let the eyes just transfer the images, but let your body feel it. Yeah. Experience it. Then it's powerful. Then you feel the power, because that's the aim of this. Connect to the power of the water. Beautiful. Let's take another one. Yeah, so we take music, and I love this Kitaro because I feel that he plays from his second chakra and from his heart and from his spirit. Yeah, so if you listen to the music, you can feel this power so alive. Let's go for it. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, and another example that is also very, very beautiful is Tai Chi. And I must say that I looked at quite a few, because it's not everybody who's doing Tai Chi are actually connected to the energy. And I found this guy that when you connect to the way he moves and the way he connected to the energy, you can really feel the second chakra. So let's look at this. Okay, good. So let's start. And let's first of all connect to our breathing. Now, I didn't mention that the second chakra is below the navel, above the pubic bone, that area of the lower abdomen, what's called in Spanish vientre. Yeah, it's that lower abdomen area. And in general, when we talk about the chakras, like the previous one, the base chakra, we talked about a sense of sitting on a lotus flower, and the petals are moving or lifting the energy around us and giving us a sense of security. So the second chakra, the image that we can connect to is a power in the center that radiates really, really strong forward and backwards. And it's important to acknowledge that we are not only physical form, we have our aura, meaning layers of energy surrounding us, and we have infinite being, state, or aspect. So when we're connecting to any aspect of our being, we have a choice if to connect through the ego, meaning that I am my body, I am my emotions, I am my thoughts, or to connect with a bit bigger, I am all those, but also my energy system, my aura, my chakras, and or I'm infinite. So let's just connect a bit more to the breathing. When we inhale, let's visualize that center channel that connects all the chakras together like a tube through which pure light is moving through to nourish, to support the second chakra. And when we exhale, the energy is lifted up through that center channel, crown infinity. And as we pay attention last week to the base chakra, as if it's like a membrane that relaxes down when the life force enters from the crown, from the heaven, into the body, and it gently lifts up as the life force pushes back up, crown infinity. So the image is that when we inhale and we like creating space by softening the pelvic floor and allowing the life force to move through the center and enter to the body and gives us life. The movement of the pelvic floor gently down is like opening a space in the second chakra. So the whole area of the pelvic floor and the lower abdomen, front and back, we can visualize it like a ball, yeah, that can accumulate or hold the life force that is entering to it. So every time we inhale, we like pulling the life force like dew or like snow or something very soft and very beautiful and very nourishing, and it accumulates in that area of the lower abdomen and like charging it, giving it power, giving it vitality. So in this case, the pelvic floor and the second chakra, they're like one space, that the pelvic floor is the bottom of the ball, and the second chakra is like the space inside the ball. Okay. And now let's let go of the controlled breathing and just be present in that second chakra. space below the navel, above the pubic bone. And just be there and see how is it there for you. Now here it's important not to add thoughts, but just see what's going on there for you. Are you aware of the qualities there? Is it vibrant and alive? Maybe it's a bit low in energy at this moment. And again, applying the same magic, that when we are being present with an object, because presence is infinite, it's pure, so the presence allows that object to come back into its balance. So we're staying present with the second chakra. And we give it permission to resume its original state of balance, of power, of vitality. Now, some of us in our life felt suppressed to be who we are animal-wise, to express our vital force, to be who we are with full power, because our society is not really supporting that. So let's just add some affirmation that I'm giving myself permission to be 100% in my full power. I give myself permission to be 100% in my full power and giving and allowing my power to fully be expressed with full vitality. And we say it with the words as if they are inside our abdomen. And we would like to visualize that the power of the second chakra is starting to shine, to vibrate, to radiate really strong forward, as if we have a powerful beam that projects from there forward and backwards. Now let's connect to that image that we've seen of the tiger. Connect to its energy, its power, and feel it within you. Same as the tiger or the lion are lying quietly in the forest, and they don't do anything. They don't need to roar or to hunt. But everybody knows who is the king. because the power that radiates from the lion is so strong, and because the lion knows he is the king. So let's connect to those qualities of power by allowing ourselves to be fully who we are. Now, the beauty is that this power is not manufactured by us. We're not a factory of power. We are expression of power. So as we feeling and experiencing the power, let's try to meditate on the source. So we know where it's coming from, and we make sure that we're keeping the doors open. So just expand your awareness bigger, infinite if possible. And just let's raise this question: where does the power come from? And see what you're feeling. And now ask yourself as well, what is the attitude that you know within you that possibly could block this flow? So it's important to be super aware. So when it comes, you can let go and allow the power to continue to flow. So just think, what are the fears and I cannot, I don't, these kind of things that blocks the life force. And then as you aware of the power, just know that always, even habitually, those tendencies are coming up and blocking it. You can just let go and allow the power to continue to flow. So we stay connected to the power, how it manifests within, how it flows outwards, and where is it nourished from. All this we try to be aware of. In the same time, and what supports that is that we're widening our awareness to infinity. Now, as we generated so much beauty, power, let's just invite that power to spread all over our body in order to nourish and support any aspect of our being. Could be physical if we have some challenges, physical challenges. could be emotional, could be psychological. And the result, if we are supporting those aspects of our being, that the power connects straight with our spirit, and we feel amazing, we feel happy, we feel radiant, we feel very good. So just feel how this power spreads in your physicality, how it supports your emotions. So if you have some heaviness, it lightens it up. How it works psychologically, so it makes your mind soft. And how it's affecting your spirit, so you feel radiant and shiny. Wonderful. Let's conclude this session by giving so much gratitude that life brought us together, so we can connect, improve, support our being and support others. Because it's not obvious that we are all together here. And it's not that we are alone. Actually, us being here relates to the whole creation, including the way the planet are held in space and the whole creation. So if you're looking through the infinite being, our being here is super magical, and it's exactly what we're supposed to do, exactly now, in our evolution. So much gratitude for that. And then let's visualize that this beautiful energy that we are sharing, it spreads all over planet Earth like a beautiful layer that carries the vibration of love, unity, hope. And as we shared in the beginning, the image we're holding in our mind, in our heart, has immense power to it to transform. So we must continue to visualize those qualities on planet Earth. Great. So next week we will connect to the solar plexus, which is the center that relates to our expression of our uniqueness in life. And who is not part of the energy reading community, where we're offering all our classes and seminars. So you're most welcome to join us. So have a beautiful day, a beautiful evening, or actually those who are in America, beautiful day, and a beautiful week. And I'll see you next week. Thank you.